Hello friends and welcome to your virtual art class. Miss Krista is having some technical difficulties with her computer, so I'm filling in using her phone. So here we go. As you know, last week we were working on our big mouse. And they were special because they were self-portraits wearing our mask. So this week we are gonna work on coloring our big mouse, aka self-portraits with our masks. So here we go. Let's get ready. Bye. Hello friends. I hope you're all having a great day. So we are going to start coloring our self-portrait mask big mouse today. And as you can see, I've started mine already. Remember, as you open it, you see your bright shiny face, and then through here you have all of the words that help describe you as a person. I hope you found some great words to use there. So what I wanted to show you quick is when I'm coloring, I have this peach color here. I'm coloring my skin color. I have this peach color, but I'm not just going to use this peach color because it doesn't necessarily match my skin tone. I took a little bit of this brown, what I did up here, I took a little bit of this brown and I lightly colored over the top to help create a more accurate skin color. Now, I found these this summer at Walmart. They're called Colors of the World, and it has so many different skin tones in there. Really beautiful colors to help create our own unique skin tones. But if you don't have those crayons, you can get by using your regular box of crayons if you just mix some colors. So what I'm doing is I put down the peach color, and then over the top I'm taking a little bit of this brown and just kind of lightly coloring that in. And if I wanted to, I could come back with the peach color again, and sometimes when you go over it and you go lightly again, it helps kind of blend everything together. So that's how I created my skin color. Great. Of course, I'm also going to color my bee and my mask. All right. I think I'm going to try to add a little bit of texture up here in this part of the bee. Now, you can also use markers, but I like to use crayons to color these parts in. You can also use colored pencils if you have those. It's all up to you, right? But I like the way the markers and the crayons look together. So that's what I'm using. All right. And then I'm going to color the outside of my mask this nice blue color. All right. I also will make sure that I color my neck. I don't want to forget that. All right. And then again, I'll add a little bit of that brown to make a more true skin tone. Now I'm noticing that I'm hitting the ridge in the back of my paper, so I'm just going to open it up so I don't get any kind of crease marks where I'm coloring. I'm just going to go over that again. All right. And of course, I'm going to color this entire mask in. All right. You have that idea. I'm not just going to leave part of it undone. So I'll just keep going with that. All right. Now, when I get up here, you can use a combination of markers and of crayons if you want. I want to use some markers in these words to really help them stand out. Now I could make all these letters different colors if I wanted to, but I have decided to make all of those the same. color other things in here. And I'm just kind of taking my time making choices about what colors I want to use, trying to use maybe some of my favorite colors, because as you know, these words are all about you. All right. And I'm not going to just leave this background white here. I'm going to probably take my crayon and color in some of this white area, but I'm going to do it very lightly. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think I'll take this orangey color here, and I'm just going to reel very light so I don't necessarily change the marker colors that I use. I'm just going to reel really lightly color these in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using the side of my crayon. All right, I'm not scribbling. I'm kind of coloring in circles. Sometimes that helps me cover a lot more area, and it helps me to create an even pressure, and it also helps me to create kind of an interesting texture. I'm friends if I want to, because I'm noticing that the orange is kind of blending in with my skin tone a little bit, which, I mean, you won't really see it all. But what I'm thinking is that I am going to mix a color. It's the perfect time to mix a color. So I think I'm going to take my Shorty Red crayon, and I'm going to just add some more color here to the background, just like that. And I'll just continue to do that throughout the whole thing. And remember, I'm not using a lot of pressure. I'm just kind of using the side of my crayon, and I'm just coloring in circles. And that makes a really nice texture. Now, I think I want to highlight this up here. So I think I'll maybe take kind of I'm missing some of my crayons. I think I'm going to take this purple color and kind of just go over the top of it, just so that I can still see it. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. I have brown eyes. I gotta make my irises brown. Just like that. All right. Now, I want you to think about coloring this background. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this green color, because green is actually my favorite color. And I'm going to have these kind of radiation ray marks coming out, just to kind of add some pizzazz and some design and some interesting things in the background. I'm going to continue them down here. I think I'm going to take another color. I have this raspberry kind of color in my collection, and I'm going to add another line. It just helps fill up the space so it's not all white. Now, you don't have to make these lines. You could make squiggly lines if you wanted to. You could fill them in with shapes if you wanted to. It's all up to you about what you want that to look like. The only thing, friends, I don't want you to do is I don't want you to just leave it all white. All right? So this is what it's looking like so far. Excuse for the camera adjustment. And now I'm going to take a color here. I can't seem to choose my colors. I'm going to choose maybe this green color here, this yellow-green color, and I am going to just color over this just to add some more color to the background. Whoops. And again, I'm using the side of my crayon. I'm not scrabbling. I'm just kind of doing the same motion I did for those squiggly, those straight radiating lines that I did. All right, and I'm going to add this color all the way around. And I think, friends, I'm going to add another color because I can't just use one color. And so I'm going to maybe take this turquoise that I really like too, and maybe I'll add some of that in. And I'm just pressing super light. It's not taking me a long time to do. I'm just really trying to get some color down so that it looks more interesting than just a plain of white. All right, just like that. And so I'll continue to do the same thing on the bottom, and then when I'm all done, boom, there I am. Mask on, mask off. All right, friends, that's it for this week. This is your last art lesson until we come back from fall break. I hope you all have a wonderful break, and I can't wait to get started with you when you all return. Take care and be happy.